YouTube, what's good, y'all, man? It's your boy Take a Vision, and we back with another lifesaver today. I've been snapping, man. I've been saving lives back to back to back to back to back. As y'all can see, this man been woofing for a decade. But it don't matter if they woof it or not. The first thing you always want to do is just take a comb and comb it through their hair to get the feel and to bring all the hair off the scalp so the clipper can be easy to glide through the hair. Yo, my apologies for my voice too. It's allergy season. My nose is crazy stuff right now, and I'm just trying to just get through, so bear with me, y'all. And right now I got on my 3 guard with the lever open going with the green, but it wasn't giving that clean look. So I go ahead and grab the 8 guard and go against the green. Against the green, just go get everything. This is gonna get that cleaner look. Y'all go see what I said in that guideline, that first guideline. After getting everything down to a true desired length, I go ahead and grab my trimmer, set that first guideline. And today he will be finally growing out his beard. Normally he cut it off, but today he's decided to keep his beard. And that was clutch. You know what I'm saying? I go ahead and grab my shavers, get it as broad as possible. Then I grab my clipper and going up an inch. Going up an inch, setting that second guideline with the lever open. No guard, lever open. And then I go ahead and close my lever, taking out that ball line that y'all see me set with the trimmer. And I will be opening and closing my lever. The higher I go, I open. The lower I go, I close the lever. I smack my 1.5 guard on. And then right now I'm just prepping for the 1 guard. I'm clearing up bulk a little bit with the 1.5 guard before I go grab my 1 guard. Y'all see me smack that 4 guard on with the lever open. Just clearing out that bulk at the top of the fade. Just watch me work, y'all. This fade gonna come out crazy. Just trust the process. That was when I grabbed my 1 guard with the lever open, soften up that middle line. You know what I'm saying? And then after you soften up, you want to go ahead and close your lever, and that line should come out completely. If it don't, that's when you'll grab your 0 guard. But instead of the 0 guard, I grab my Andes because the teeth is longer on the Andes. So that's what I do. But as y'all can see, that line came out. And right now we just got on my 2 guard, just clearing that bulk again. And what I do is I like spraying hairspray and lining up that C cup, so any imperfections I see, I can go ahead and fix it. Because if you put a line on any fade, the lines will pop out to you if there are any lines. Because once you line something up, it's just like you see the fade better. You'll understand. And also, if it's actually speed up the process of my haircuts, if that makes sense. Just make everything so much more easier. And the same thing you do to the fade, you do to the beard. I go ahead with my lever open, I close my lever, and then I grab my 1 guard, lever open, and then I close my lever. And the fade, the beard should be faded. And now we on to the back. And the back is literally the same thing on the sides. You could just set your guidelines a little bit more bigger because you got more room to work with. But I go ahead and set that first guideline in the back of the nape. Getting as broad as possible, grab my shavers. After I grab my shavers, I go ahead and grab my clipper, lever open, going up a full inch. Just keeping everything at that desired length. Make sure you go over the line multiple times. Because the more neat you set your guidelines, the more neat the fade will come out. You know what I'm saying? And as you fade, make sure you're brushing everything back down to that true length. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you stay on top of your fade. Just make sure everything is neat and don't rush your fade because you'll have a rushy fade at the end once you put a line on it. Just make sure everything is well put together. You know what I'm saying? After I go ahead and setting that guideline with the lever open, I go ahead and close my lever and take out that line that's at the bottom of the fade. Just keeping everything consistent. The higher I go, the more I open my lever. The lower I go, the more I close my lever. Keep that in mind. Lever closed, cut off more hair. Lever open, cut off less hair. I went ahead and threw my 1.5 guard with the lever open, making my job easier for the 1 guard. You know what I'm saying? Just keep everything consistent. Flicking in a flick out motion. I go ahead and close my lever, just making my job easier for when I throw on the 1 guard. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that line is as soft as possible. I have to go ahead and throw on my 1 guard, close my lever, and now I'm taking out that line that I just set. After that line is out, I go ahead and grab my 2 guard and clear that bulk at the top of the fade to stay consistent, to make sure everything is at that true desired length. After clearing out the bulk with the 2 guard, it was a little line underneath the 2 guard, as it should. So I went ahead and put on my 1.5 guard with the lever open. Just taking out that line. If that line ain't coming out, you go ahead and close your lever when needed. And currently, y'all see the 4 guard getting put to work. His hair is bulky, more bulky in the back of the head. So that's why I'm using the 4 guard to clear out that bulk. If you have thinner shears, you could use the thinner shears or do a little bit clipper over comb. But to make my job easier, I just do on the 4 guard. Now you guys see me spraying hairspray, getting ready to line up the back. Just keeping everything natural. As you can see, I'm keeping everything natural. That's the most important, because if you don't keep anything natural, the grow back will be ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to tap the hairline too much, because the grow back is going to be little hair stubs during the grow back, and nobody want that. That's the ugly stage of the grow back. So you just want to keep the line as natural as possible, just giving a clean shape up. To clean up all the residue, I'll go ahead and grab my other trimmer. I do use 2 trimmers. I do have 3 trimmers, but they're all used for different things. Like the gold ones you see in my hand right now, that's to clean up the residue. So I feel as though, like, to keep your clippers sharp, if you want your sharp clippers to stay sharp, you got to use them only for the lining, if that makes sense. I just feel as though, like, that just help your clipper last longer, while your sharper clippers last longer. Just only using them for the lining. I'm brushing everything back down after I spray my hairspray, and now I start off in the middle, just tapping that hairline. Like I said, like, he have overhang, but I'm still keeping it natural at the same time. I'm not tapping that hairline too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just keeping it natural, but I'm tapping that hairline and angling my blade the more I get close to the corner of the hairline. But always start off in the middle. There's some people that start off on the left and go right, but I would just feel as though it's just better to start off in the middle. But as y'all can see, I'm just literally staying consistent and just being very precise on this lining. And y'all gonna see how naturally sharp this lining come out. And for all the beginner barbers, do not be scared or nervous to dig in that corner using the corner of your clipper.
Just let your clipper do its thing. Do not dig into the hairline. Do not press down all hard on the hairline, because that will leave your client leaving a shop with scars on his hairline, and that's not a good look for us barbers. But without further ado, just watch me do my thing, man. Just watch me work. Just look how I'm just holding the clipper. I'm combing everything back down to that desired length and just tapping that hairline. And when lining up the vertical bars, you want to bring it down at an angle, and it should be matching up with the end of your client's eyebrow. If your client have a wide forehead or a big forehead and is a little bit behind the eyebrow and is normal, okay then. But your goal should be to line that vertical bar up at the end of his eyebrow. But after I gave the sharp natural line, and I go ahead and go in my fibers, just getting it right to enhance the cut. This is what its fibers and enhancement are for, to just bring that cut to a whole different level. And once your enhancement or fibers is on the hairline, you want to go ahead and reline everything up. And after you reline everything up, you want to spray your hairspray to lock in that fiber or enhancement so it can last longer and not come off as easily. And now y'all should already know what's next. The razor is going to bring everything together. This is my favorite part, to be honest. I've been cutting for 3 years. I still haven't cut nobody with a razor, and I'm just happy to say that. I'm not going to jinx myself, but you know, it's common. But clearly I'm doing something right. You want to stretch the skin and angle your clipper. Angle your razor. Because if you don't angle that razor, it's going to be a bloody scene, and you don't want that. Just make sure you stretch the skin. You can never stretch the skin too much. So don't be scared to stretch the skin. This man is a whole different person. I go ahead and spray that spice, that oil sheen. He came in looking like he worked at McDonald's, and now look like he worked at a Mercedes dealership. But as I can see, man, this is the before. Man, this man was looking crazy. But we brought him back, man. Y'all know that's us. That's our jobs as barbers. And this how he ended up leaving. It's your boy Tinker Vision, man. If you made it to the end of this video, like, comment, subscribe, and we out of here.